my dad, and we had fun. It was good. That's when I realized I had to buy better hiking boots though, because I have a pair of kind of pull-up work boots. I don't know exactly if that's what they're called. They're like cowboy boots, but not. I use them for working. I have a pair of leather boots that I wear around just about every day. My regular everyday boots. I didn't want to tear those up too much because I really like those boots, and the work boots were one of the pair I had, and they rubbed my feet raw. So I picked up a pair of Goodyear hiking boots. Good luck. It's awful when you get older. Yeah, and you hear banjos. You've gone too far and need to turn around. Yeah, it's an interesting place to hike back in the woods. But yeah, I picked up a pair of Goodyear hiking boots for $30. They're on sale. They're 50% off. They're usually 60. And I'm very happy with them. They're very comfortable. I've been wearing them, trying to break them in. Okay, those flowers are white when they were yellow in my inventory. I don't suppose that's good. So I've been wearing those around, and I think Wednesday I may trek up to one of the local lakes. There's a loop trail. It's about 5 miles. Goes up to some waterfalls. And I am thinking about heading up there on Wednesday during my stream break day. I usually kind of give myself one day to not stream during the week. I try and do at least one stream a day, which I'll do. I'll probably do this one because I wouldn't mind doing this. It's the idea of this series. I kind of just want to have a little thing harkening back to my early days of YouTube where I just kind of get on, play Minecraft Survival, and talk for a while. For about half an hour. I think that was always kind of fun to do. And, of course, the VODs go up so you can watch it. This isn't a recorded series or anything. This is just streamed. Something that's a little slower paced, a little less yelling and frantic screaming and salt than the other series I tend to run on this channel. So hopefully I can get something like that out of this series. I kind of try and give everybody a little taste of life, a little bit of something to watch, so that everyone. I'm trying to broaden the horizons so everyone subscribes, and I could get all the YouTube pennies. Is what I'm trying to say. No, just trying to get something that's a little bit more, just kind of chill, hangout, talk. Because especially because a lot of the stuff that I do now, and a lot of the stuff that I would like to do now, is very collaborative, which I don't have a problem with. I enjoy collaborations. But I would also like to have a few series where I just kind of hang out and talk, and is not explicitly multiplayer. So I can take a break from all the multiplayer stuff, which I do plan to do more of. Speaking of, I've been doing a lot. I've been getting into Ark, our multiplayer Ark. I played that for about 2 or 3 hours the other night. Had a lot of fun. You know, I'm gonna take out the wheat because we really don't need wheat for anything. We do need more beetroots though, because those are really good for food. This guy's gonna come over here and do some harvesting. So we got a little bit of food. We got some food in the inventory. What time is it? It's about 9:42. So let's go hit up that cave over there. We'll go. We got some food. We've got a decent amount of stuff. Let me dump off some of the stuff in the chest, though. I do need to get some more wood as well. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of that. Let me make an axe right quick. We'll head on down there. So yeah, so hopefully this is just a neat little series I can do in the mornings every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, at least for the time being. My schedule is certainly due to change. As with the tides, the schedule will certainly change. Because of the fact that I am only doing this because I have a break in between classes. I don't know what my summer. I've got to take classes over the summer, and then I graduate from college, and I can move on with my life. But if that permits, I'll probably continue it over the summer. If I do contend to continue it. After all, this is kind of a thing I don't really care so much about views. Just kind of one of the things I've wanted to do. Because I do enjoy playing survival Minecraft. I do have fun, a little bit of fun with it. Not as much as I used to. I've played entirely too much of this game to enjoy the survival aspect a lot as much. Especially with this new combat. But one of the things I wanted to do with this series, and one of the problems, I've wanted to do a survival Minecraft series again, stream-wise, for a while. Problem being, it is very hard to do that when you stream. And I'll tell you why. Because you'll run out of things to talk about very quickly. Because this game does not have a lot of talking points. It's kind of my same thing with Cube World, and this is why I've done a lot of collaborations recently with people, is because I find it's easier to stream for 2 hours and talk to somebody than it is to stream for 2 hours and sit there in awkward silence when you run out of things to talk about an hour in. I found about an hour in is where you start really using your talking points. I usually like to stream for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, depending on what it is. Again, there's some games like Ark and Subnautica where you can, well, at least Subnautica where you can kind of get away with it. And right now I'm going through, and that cave was over here, wasn't it? I'm going through and kind of searching through this mysterious structure thing that I found. And that lends to less having to give creative commentary, more... Where was that cave at? Oh, here it is. Less kind of creative commentary, more kind of just, hey, let's walk around this thing and talk about the talking points within it. So that's a little bit better. And there's other games I'd like to pick up playing L.A. Noire. I've said that a couple times already. I'd like to pick up playing L.A. Noire. And a couple other... I fixed my streaming setup to where I can actually stream games with minimal issue now. Really, any game, even GTA 5, barring the horrendous graphical glitches I've been getting. Is this really the whole cave? This is kind of depressing. This is, like, really depressing. So yeah, GTA, barring the major graphical issues, which Rivet showed me a tool for deleting. I was talking with Rivet about it earlier last week, and he recommended using a tool provided by, I think, GPU Guru, to kind of do a clean install of all the drivers. Think it may be a driver issue, because these issues... Basically, if you haven't seen one of my GTA streams, or the only one I've done in recent history, the world kind of just disappears. The textures don't load. It's really glitchy. I've got a pretty beefy system. It's not top of the line, but it's certainly above mid-range, I would say. I hear a spider somewhere. But it's definitely above what I'd consider mid-range, which is good. But it's having issues loading in the textures. And one of the fixes I've found for it is to just turn up the process priority, but that screws with the stream, because stream... I'm using a AMD... My graphics card is an AMD card. I'm using a AMD-based codec, an encoding codec for streaming, basically. Streaming pulls a lot on your processing power, and this codec that I'm using pulls more on my graphics card than my processor, which my processor isn't really that bad. My i5 6600K, I actually really like this processor. But it's better to put more stress on my graphics card, my R9 290, than it is to put more stress on my processor. Especially when I'm streaming light-ended games like Minecraft. I don't have to worry so much about processing power. Even though this game used to take... I think it's gotten better about its processing, or at least I've gotten better computers for it. Okay, that should be enough torches. Hey, come back. So, anyway, ooh, gold. Oops, that guy's dead. Getting a little bit of flashbacks to Myriad Caves now. That's not great. Oh, gotta get out of here. Oh, you're gonna come down here too and try and ruin my day, aren't you? There's a bunch of people. Wow. Oh man, you guys need to get out of here. So yeah, anyway, it's been... A lot of the load's been taken off my processor. I used to have a lot of encoding errors for whatever reason, so I've managed to get that fairly sorted out. So I should be able to stream more stuff. GTA. I was talking about GTA and why I was having issues. I think a lot of the problem came from the fact that everything's relying on my graphics card. GTA 5 is a very graphics card heavy game. So I think that may have caused a little bit of damage unintentionally to the game. So I'm gonna try and get that sorted out, because I definitely want to stream more of it. A lot of people on the Brew Gaming Network and the Drunk Gaming crew have been looking at playing that more and more. I know Armored Time has been playing a fair amount of it recently, so I look forward to playing it. Playing more of that. Like to do more story games, more single player kind of stuff. I would like to do solo content. While I do enjoy collaborating with the Brew Gaming Network, Drunk Gaming, Leech No crowd, I like to do my own stuff too, because I am certainly... A lot of the reason I started doing this whole YouTube and streaming and Twitch thing is because I like to talk. I like to hear the sound of my own voice. No, I like to talk, and I like to just kind of have conversations with people and get ideas out there and just kind of have a platform to jabber, basically. And I can do that through mediums such as this. Random Minecraft 9 AM streams, which I enjoy. So I am trying to keep some original self-produced content as well as collaborations, finding a nice middle ground, working out trying to get a stream schedule for 2 streams a day. Kind of not counting this. I don't know if I really want to count this if I do continue this, which I hope I do. Well, I'm probably going to do it regardless. Like I said, I'm not really worrying so much about views on this series. I'm just kind of doing it to do it. And if you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. If you want to watch it, you're free to watch it. It has something to wake up to other than the news of Donald Trump, because I know that's what I wake up to every morning. Sit down and watch the news talk about him for about an hour. I think Minecraft, me jabbering about graphics cards and streaming in Minecraft is a little bit better than listening to Wolf Blitzer talk about how Donald Trump is going to bring about the end times. So, not to get too political or anything, but yeah. So I think this might just be a fun thing. And like I said, I like having a little bit of Minecraft. I built my channel. I don't like relying too heavily on it, but I definitely like having a little bit of it. 'Cause I still have a little bit of enjoyment for this game left. I'm gonna squeeze every little bit of it I can out before I finally quit. I've taken sabbaticals from this game. And I never can quite seem to get away from it. Whether it's playing on the Leechno server, whether it's playing Myriad Caves. I'm actually kind of looking forward to doing more of that. That's a delightfully enraging series. Render, the guy who made the map, is he's crazy. He's got a lot of good traps. It's not just the difficulty of fighting the mobs. It's the difficulty of fighting the everything else and making sure you don't die. And it helped. It was kind of paranoid. So honestly, the last time I played Minecraft before I played the UHC the other day was when why did I just make that out of stone? I meant to make a forge. Oops. A furnace, not a forge. Let's go ahead and do that. Pop some of that in there, and pop some of this iron in, and we should be ready to go. So, yeah, that's the last time I played as Myriad Caves, so I was kind of in that, attempting to not get killed by every trap vibe. Take a quick drink. Got about 10 minutes left, so we should be good. Come out to about 30-40 minutes of stream, which isn't bad. A 40-minute stream is not or 40-minute episode, a 40-minute stream isn't that bad. It's definitely, I need a sword. When I get that sword up and going, we'll split out of here. Okay, you're done. Give me that. And let's do some of this. So last night, to kind of wrap things up, not really, we've got time. I have started, and I talked about this on Myriad Caves. I am going to be updating my audio setup soon. Bit by bit. I tend to do these things kind of slowly whenever I upgrade things. As I've been endearingly terming it, fun-employed as a college student. Ah! Yeah, this really is like Myriad Caves. Okay, you're dead. I didn't have my fingers on the right button either, which kind of freaked me out a little bit there. But I'm looking at redoing my audio setup because I like the setup I have now. I've got a Blue Snowball microphone and some Logitech headphones, but it's not doing it for me anymore. And I'd like to get a little bit more professional. Very soon I'm going to be splitting from my MCN because of the fact that they have royally screwed themselves. Actually, no, PewDiePie royally screwed them for themselves. I'm with Maker, in case you haven't got on or haven't been following the controversies. I hate Maker. I've talked about this a lot. Maker's a horrible MCN. I'd say don't partner with them, but I don't even think they're going to be able to accept applications soon because Disney is cutting them down very slowly. I've been following the controversy via the various podcasts I listen to in the morning, and basically the consensus has been, and I tend to agree with this, Disney bought Maker a few years ago, and they kind of didn't know what they were getting into. That's going to destroy all that iron. That's just peachy. They didn't really know what they were getting into. They just kind of saw this thing with all this stuff and thought, hey, we want to be hip with the kids today, because Minecraft and Let's Playing and YouTube is hip with the kids. And when PewDiePie kind of made the Nazi, basically for anyone who hasn't been following the controversy, PewDiePie, he made this video about this website. I don't remember the name, but you can basically pay people to do just about anything. And he told them to, he told somebody to hold up a sign that said, like, death to all Jews or something like that. It wasn't great. Whatever. It was something horribly anti-Semitic. And it didn't take long for Maker and Disney to catch wind of this, and basically they said, "You're fired." And they kicked him out of Maker. And that has since led to some controversy surrounding Disney and Maker and what kind of content is appropriate, and some people are kind of defending him, some people aren't. I'm not a PewDiePie fan by any means. I don't watch his videos. His type of content doesn't really appeal to me. He very much caters toward a younger crowd, I guess. I've heard his vlog content is a lot more tame. I just have never really been. I've seen a few of his videos. Nothing of it really appeals to me. I'm not really wild about, like I said, not wild about his style of video making, and, to each their own. But from what I've heard, as a person, he's actually a very nice person. I know he does a lot of charity work. He's not that bad of a person, but the video content he does and the whole anti-Semitic thing kind of turn around and bit him in the rear end, which is not great for him. And a lot of the... He's been a very... I commend him on the fact that he's stayed true to himself. He's never really changed the type of content he makes, and that's one of the things I was watching the Funhouse podcast, Dude Soup, or listening to it the last few days on the way back and forth during my commute, and they were talking about how he stayed very true to himself, and he's kind of at a point... He's the biggest YouTube channel, or he's the biggest channel on YouTube. He's kind of at a point where he's got to either realize the content he does and makes can offend people, and I do got to give him credit on one thing. He certainly didn't lose his mind like some YouTubers have when controversy strikes their channel. When you're on YouTube, and this is the logic I've always subscribed to for the most part, you are at the mercy of YouTube. You're at the mercy of your MCN. You're at the mercy of whoever wants to click that report button on your video. You kind of have to watch what kind of content you make. I've always made kind of, I don't want to say calm, but just not content that's going to get taken down or flagged. I've only ever had one video get flagged by that. There's a lot of controversy recently about 6 months ago, about how YouTube has this content ID system where people can report a video and it will be flagged and taken down for monetization because it's not advertiser friendly. And I've only had one of those videos taken down. I don't even know why it got taken down, or not taken down, just the advertising was removed from it. It was my insurgency video, which I don't even think is the worst video I've ever made in terms of, I guess, crude humor. Or not so much crude humor, just something that would be unadvertiser friendly. I don't really see it as advertiser friendly, or unadvertiser friendly. I've certainly made videos which are more vulgar. I try to lean away more so from those videos because I do understand YouTube attracts a much younger audience. Looking at my metrics, a lot of the people are kind of in the age range of about 13 to 20. Which, 20, I'm almost 20 at this point. So, I don't get offended by crude humor. I do enjoy some crude humor myself. I certainly believe there is a line. I don't remember where I came into this cave at. I certainly believe there is a line that can be crossed if you, I certainly think what PewDiePie did in the video, the whole anti-Semitism, death to all Jews, whatever he put in there, whatever line he had them right that got him kicked off YouTube, or not kicked off YouTube, but kicked off Maker. certainly think was crossing a line. I don't think it was, you know, anything I would have done as a content producer on YouTube. But, you know, like I said, to each their own. He can do whatever he wants, but you've got to realize that you're at the mercy of your... Especially when you get really big. Like, right now, I could make a video similar to that, and they're... Woo! Neat! Okay, that was fun. Let's not do that again. Don't really... You're at the... Like I said, you're at the mercy of the people. Really. And I could make a video like that, I probably would get some people saying, that's very distasteful, and I'd probably lose a lot of subscribers. But, you know, it's not like I'd lose my contract with Maker. Although I would love to, because I have a deep and immense hatred for Maker. Just because of the fact they're an absolutely horrible MCN. But you know, they wouldn't go around. There wouldn't be news articles written about me. There wouldn't be podcasts talking about me. I would just disappear back into obscurity. And probably be able to go back and make more content again. You know, after a few weeks, everyone forgets that how did I get up there? Okay, I may not be able to. I may have made a mistake by coming down here. Yeah, something like a small channel like me, it really wouldn't matter. But someone like PewDiePie... Oop, if I get over there and get my pick! I'm not going to, I'm actually going to die. Oh, neat. Okay, there goes my sword. It's just like Myriad Caves all over again. I should probably get another pickaxe. Did I leave a pickaxe in that chest by chance? I did not. Okay, let's make another pickaxe and go back down there and get stuff. And about time to get stuff to be time to wrap up. What was I talking about? Yeah, so... PewDiePie, I commend the way he's handled it. He certainly hasn't gone out there and been like, oh, YouTube is trying to take my livelihood away from me. How dare I make her? You know, he owned up to it. He's like, you know, I made a stupid video. I didn't think they'd do it. Oh, well, stuff happens. I certainly respect him for that. And I certainly respect him for the way he's handled his YouTube success. He's done a very good job of it. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan, and I don't follow him very closely, but from what I've heard of people within the industry, you know, not people I know, but I listen to a lot of podcasts from people in the industry, and from what I hear, he's a very, you know, he's a very roundabout dude. He's not, he hasn't let his fame, sorry, I thought I heard a zombie. He hasn't let his fame overwhelm him or anything. He's just kind of stayed somewhat down to earth. And I certainly respect that. I certainly hope, should my YouTube streaming career ever take off, that I'm able to remain fairly, you know, within reason about it all. I don't want to go crazy. I'd like to drag all the people that I would certainly imagine have helped me get there up with me. But PewDiePie, I respect him for the way he's handled this situation, the way he's handled his YouTube fame, and I certainly wish him the best of luck. I hope he kind of pays more attention. I'm gonna die again. I'm gonna die again. Balls. Okay, let's get some more stone. I hope my food's still up there. I hope my food hasn't been destroyed. I need the food. But not to spend too much time talking about PewDiePie or his situation, even though it's a fantastic topic to talk about, especially because it's getting me out of my contract with Maker, which is all I've ever wanted. I've tried so hard. And that's what started me on this tangent about PewDiePie, is the fact that I'm getting out of my contract with Maker, because Maker is dumping... Ah! That was all my stuff again. PewDiePie's getting dumped for Maker, and Disney's kind of clearing house, because that was to take this to round this all the way off and take this all the way back to where I was. Disney didn't really know what they were getting into. PewDiePie is very much a do his own thing kind of guy. I think Maker's let him do that for a very long time. Disney is very big about their family image and their whole, you know... Actually, I think I need to wrap this up now. I don't think I've got time to go back down and get my stuff because class starts in about 5 minutes. I've got to get back to that. So I'm going to kind of end it off up here. Disney didn't really know what they were getting into. They're trying to maintain their image, and I think PewDiePie is kind of assaulting that image, and they're just kind of downsizing. I think they're going to kind of wane Maker off, if not completely get rid of it. Maker certainly is a large source of income. But, yeah. If you want to do more research into this, I definitely recommend it. It's an interesting topic to think about, talk about. Wish I could go for a little bit longer, but I do have to get to class. Luckily, I've got virtual classes, so I've got a little bit of time to go up, take a leak, and then get some breakfast foods. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. I had a fun time just kind of sitting here talking about whatever random topics. I think it was very fun, and I think I'm going to come back and do some more. Like I said, Wednesday, tune in about 9:30. I may go for a little longer then, but I hope you guys have enjoyed. And thanks so much for watching. Chris, signing off.